The scars you carry tell the story of your survival. They're not signs of weakness, they're marks of strength, of resilience, of the fight you didn't back down from. You didn't choose an easy path. You were forged in fire, tested in the trenches, and built from battles that tried to break you. But you're still here, still standing. You've been through storms that would have crushed others. You faced losses, setbacks, failures, and heartbreak. But instead of staying down, you rose. Maybe not immediately, maybe not without pain, but you rose. Every time you got knocked down, something in you refused to surrender. That's what makes you powerful. Not perfection, not ease, but your refusal to quit when everything in you screamed to give up. You are not broken. You are battle-born. And there's strength in every scar, wisdom in every wound, and power in every piece of pain you've endured. The world may not see it, but deep down, you know the truth. You didn't just survive those battles. You were built by them. And now, nothing can stop you. You've been through hell and kept walking. That kind of strength can't be taught. It's earned. Built from pain, from pressure, from persistence. Every time you felt forgotten, every moment you felt unseen, something inside you kept going. That's the warrior spirit. That's the fire that no setback can extinguish. People may look at your victories and applaud, but they don't see the nights you cried alone, the moments you questioned your worth, the days you were ready to give up but didn't. Those invisible moments are the bricks that built your foundation. You faced rejection, betrayal, disappointment. But here you are, still trying, still hoping, still climbing. That's power. That's courage. You may not have all the answers, but you have the fight. You may not know what tomorrow holds, but you've already proven you can weather any storm. The world doesn't need another person pretending to be perfect. It needs real ones, scarred, strong, relentless, and true. Built from battles doesn't mean broken. It means unshakable. And now it's time to step forward with that power and claim the life that's been waiting for you. Your story is written in fire. Every chapter forged in struggle, in heartache, in fierce resistance. But look at you. You didn't let the weight of life crush your spirit. You used it to strengthen your resolve. Every time life said no, you dug deeper. Every time someone doubted you, you pushed harder. That's how champions are made. Not in comfort, but in chaos. Not in ease, but in endurance. You learned to lead yourself through the darkness when there was no light. You became your own rescue when no one showed up. And that, right there, is why you will win. Because when things fall apart, you rise. When plans fail, you pivot. You don't crumble, you conquer. And even when you're afraid, even when your body is tired and your heart is heavy, you still move forward. That's not ordinary. That's legendary. People spend their lives avoiding battles. But you've been built by them. You don't run from the fire. You are the fire. And it's that relentless flame that will take you further than talent ever could. No one can take away what you've earned through blood, sweat, and pain. Every lesson you've learned came with a cost. But those lessons are priceless now, aren't they? You understand patience because you've had to wait longer than most. You understand grit because you've been pushed past your breaking point and kept going anyway. You built strength, not in spite of your trials, but because of them. You didn't find your power in easy wins. You found it in hard losses. When everything crumbled, you chose to rebuild. When people walked away, you chose to stay committed to your dream. That's who you are. Built from battles, you don't need validation. You are your own proof. Your life is your evidence. Every time they said you couldn't, you did. Every time you felt small, you remembered your purpose. And now, the world is going to witness what unstoppable really looks like. Not because you have all the answers, but because you've learned to rise, fight, and thrive in the face of every question life has thrown at you. You've carried burdens that weren't yours, responsibilities you never asked for, pain you didn't deserve, but you carried them anyway. And somehow, you used them as fuel. You turned your wounds into wisdom. You turned your trauma into triumph. And that didn't happen by accident. That happened because you made a choice, a decision to rise instead of retreat, to face your demons instead of run from them, to build, not break. Most people give up when it hurts, but not you. You leaned into the pain. You let it teach you, mold you, and push you into greatness. That's not weakness. That's mastery. You didn't just learn how to fight. You learned how to win. You learned that every breakdown is an invitation to break through. And that's exactly what you did, again and again. So now, every time life tests you, you smile. Because you know something the world forgot. Pressure doesn't crush diamonds, it creates them. And you, warrior, are the living proof. Built from battles, made for more, and ready for anything. Think back to the darkest nights, the ones that stole your breath and shattered your heart. The moments you didn't think you'd survive. You remember them, don't you? Not because they broke you, but because they awakened something in you. A deeper strength, a fiercer fire, a voice that said, this is not the end. And that voice, though faint, was right. You didn't just survive those nights. You transformed through them. You became someone you never imagined. Stronger, wiser, hungrier. Those nights taught you who you really are. Not what the world said, but what life revealed when everything else was stripped away. That's why no storm intimidates you now. Because you've already faced the worst and came out better. The version of you standing here today is not weak. It's a masterpiece, made of chaos, built with courage, and sealed with resolve. You don't just carry pain, you've converted it into power. That's the warrior's way. That's what being built from battle truly means. And no matter what comes next, you know you're ready. Because you've already conquered the impossible. You've got a fire in you that can't be faked. It wasn't lit by praise or trophies. It was lit by pain. It burns because you've walked through the flames and chose to stay standing. You weren't handed greatness. You earned every ounce of it through sweat, sacrifice, and sleepless nights. While others waited for the perfect moment, you made your own. While others gave up, you grew up. You became your own hero, not out of choice, but necessity. And now, you walk differently, not because you're arrogant, but because you know what it took to get here. You carry confidence, born from battles, not compliments. That kind of confidence is unshakable. People may underestimate you. Let them. That's fuel. That's fire. They don't know what you faced, what you've overcome, or what you're capable of. But they will, because every step you take is powered by purpose. Every breath you breathe is proof you're still fighting. And every move you make now is made with the intent to win. Not just for yourself, but for everyone who ever needed to believe they could rise too. There's nothing soft about strength. Real strength is earned, not inherited. It comes from the days you kept pushing when no one believed in you. From the nights you cried and still got up the next morning. From the quiet decision to try again, even when everything in you said not to. That's the raw truth behind resilience. It's not pretty. It's messy. It's painful. It's lonely. But it's worth it. Because through that fire, you've emerged refined, no longer needing approval, no longer chasing perfection. You've realized your value doesn't come from applause. It comes from endurance. You don't have to shout to prove your power. You've lived it, and now it radiates from you. The world sees the results, but you remember the journey. You remember when it was just you, your grit, and your refusal to give up. That's what makes you different. Built from battles, you've got an edge no one can imitate. It's in your eyes, your voice, your actions. You've become a force, and nothing that tried to destroy you will ever define you. Every struggle has sharpened you. Every battle has built you. You're not here by luck. You're here by effort, by heart, by relentless will. Life hit you hard, but you hit back harder. You turned your pain into progress, your setbacks into comebacks. And now, you're on a path few dare to walk. Because it takes more than talent to survive the storms. It takes vision, grit, and unbreakable belief that no matter how many times you fall, you will rise again. That belief isn't fake. It's been tested in silence, in suffering, in seasons where quitting seemed easier than continuing. But you didn't quit. You endured. And that endurance made you powerful beyond measure. Built from battles, you are a living reminder that strength isn't what you show when things are easy. It's what you reveal when everything's against you. So don't you dare shrink. Don't you dare shrink. Don't you doubt yourself. The world hasn't seen your final form. Your greatest chapter is still being written. And every page will be inked with the blood, sweat, and fire of a warrior who refused to lose. There's nothing ordinary about you. You've faced too much, fought too long, and come too far to be average. Your resilience is rare. Your strength is sacred. And your story is still unfolding. You weren't meant to blend in. You were built to rise, to lead, to inspire. Your scars are not shame. They're signs of survival. They're proof that you've lived, learned, and leveled up. You've done what many wouldn't dare to do. Keep going. And that makes you unstoppable. This world will try to silence you. It will try to tame you. But it cannot break what it didn't build. You warrior were built from battles. And that means your foundation is forged in fire. Your purpose is rooted in pain. And your destiny is carved by determination. So stand tall, speak boldly, move forward with the power Only those who've endured truly understand. Because your time is now. The world needs what you've become. And no matter how many battles still lie ahead, you already know. You were born for this. You were built for this. And nothing will stand in your way.